Getting into the presence of God is the single most important thing you can do in your life. And that's why we need to discipline ourselves daily to get into his presence as soon as possible when we wake up in the morning. Thank God for the refreshing of the body and the soul at sleep, you know. Sleep is a divine thing, by the way. Part of rest. And by the way, the key to experiencing God's presence is entering into his rest. His kingdom, yeah, his kingdom. But it's a kingdom of rest. I want to throw something out. I thought this is interesting. I heard it the other day and I kind of been thinking about it. God said that the Sabbath was the holy day, right? Mm-hmm. The only day God called holy was the day of rest. Even though there were hundreds of laws in the Old Testament, part of the ceremonial law, and a few laws that gave the Jews permission to stone somebody. For example, you could stone somebody that was taken in adultery. They brought the woman to Jesus. You could stone a child if he was disobedient and rebellious to his mom and dad. This was actually given place in the Old Testament law. But you know, there is no occasion in the entire Old Testament of anybody ever getting stoned except for one thing. There was only one man stoned in the entire Old Testament under the law. You know what he was stoned for? He was picking up sticks on the Sabbath. I thought that was interesting.
That was after the law was first given.
Yeah, it was after the law was first given. And so the only time that really was practiced was violating the what? Sabbath. Even though there were other laws which under the law were given permission to put people to death, the only person that was a person that violated. Evidently this thing of the Sabbath is a little serious with God, huh? And I'm throwing this out here. I don't know, at the end of the Shemitah, which is the 49th, this is going to be entering our Year of Jubilee. See, God took the Sabbath serious enough with Israel that he put them into 70 years of captivity because they stole 70 Sabbaths. Think of that. You see what I'm saying? Now we're getting ready on September 13th of this year to enter into the Year of Jubilee. Isn't that exciting? It's the 29th of Elul, which is, in the Hebrew calendar, is the formal entry of the Year of Jubilee. This only happens every 50 years. This will only happen one time in your lifetime. So we're entering into the Jewish Year of Jubilee. I'm excited. I've been praying about this a lot lately because all over the internet they're predicting the collapse of Wall Street and all these catastrophic events. You know what would happen if the dollar collapsed? Look at this. If the dollar collapsed, everybody would be free from debt.
Yes. Wow. Thank you, Lord.
Is this God's way of bringing about involuntarily the Year of Jubilee? I don't look at it negatively. I look at it positively. God could allow the Babylonian system to collapse so all people would be free from debt.
Amen.
Because I tell you what this will do overnight. It'll do what they did in Germany. You'll be able to hold $1 billion. I saw this picture in an African nation of a guy holding up $1 billion bill.
Wow.
That's hyperinflation. That's hyperinflation. When dollars are so worthless that they have to print them in billions. So I'm telling you, this could be God's way of releasing the earth. Because we have failed. Of course, we're not a Jewish nation. We don't claim to be, but we're a Judaic Christian nation. But God's principles worldwide are the ones that count. His calendar, not man's calendar. It says, God, give me a download. Maybe I ought to take these drugs more often. Take that off the tape. These are not drugs. This is my medication. I'm getting all this stuff here. I don't know where it's coming. Pray for me, Ann. All right, you know what I'm talking about. I just told the Lord when I came in, I said, Lord, I'm almost there. I mean, my mind is not quite here this morning because I hate drugs. You feel out of control. You know what I mean? And I take so few in my life that when I take this littlest amount, it affects me like, hello. Wow. I'm here. I'm okay. All this came out of the Tabernacle of David this morning. But this is good teaching because Jesus is coming back to sit on the throne of